No fuss, just flow. Amy, Jamie's honeys run the show. No pressure, just profits. Young ninja touch, we get rid of it. Gain confidence for your benefits. Creativity is key, let's work to it. Plus we got free prizes every week. Honey Dare, we got the help if you need it. The Honey Dare, check in with us. The Honey Dare, check in with us. The Honey Dare, check in with us. Honey Dare, yeah.
Honey. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're all staying dry. It's pretty wet in some parts of the country right now. So we hope that you're all dry and safe wherever you're watching us from.
Exactly. If you guys could see us behind the scenes, we're like dancing. Honey Dare, yo. Let me get into the Facebook group real quick and make sure that everybody gets alerted that we are live right now. What we're talking about today, our discussion today is all about sales, because that is my sweet spot. I love sales. I'm super passionate about teaching people sales, super passionate about you changing your mindset around sales. But have you ever tried to selling ice to an Eskimo? Well, with the right joke, they might actually buy the fridge too.
Last time I tried that, I got the cold shoulder.
Boom. Well, we're going to dive into a laugh-loaded world of sales where humor is your secret handshake into clients' hearts. Forget the pushy pitches. Not into that. It's time to turn your sales chats into chuckle fests. Learn how to wield wit to build rapport, swerve objections with a smile, and seal deals like you're sharing a laugh over coffee. This isn't a typical sales spiel. It's about making every single sales conversation feel like a catch-up with an old friend, where the only thing closed is the joke you just nailed. So get ready to sell like you're the stand-up star of the sales floor. Tune in, let's crack up, and let's rack up those sales.
And talking about selling ice to Eskimos, well, at least that's the phraseology I was taught when I was a kid. I heard it many times.
I was too.
The one of the things that's super powerful with humor is it actually breaks the ice. See what I did there? And creates a friendly environment. So humor is a fantastic icebreaker. It builds rapport. And if you don't have rapport, remember Amy and I say all the time, the 3 C's to any positive sales process. And the first C stands for connection. So when you use humor, you actually create a quicker connection than any other way. Well, actually, that's not true. There is a secondary way in which can build rapport and connection very quickly, and that's authority. So for example, if a policeman walks up and starts to do a talk with, depending on the environment, people are going to instantly hand over their observational focus to that person because of their established authority. Yet, not always does that authority build rapport. A lot of the time, it creates uneasiness and fear. So the most consistent way for you to build rapport is to have humor, have a smile on your face, and connect with people. Now, if you are wearing a uniform and you already have that established authority, one way to build trust super quick is to use humor. So people can see that you're a real person and you're not just an establishment figure. You're someone there that cares. Sharing a laugh can turn a formal meeting into a pleasant conversation, a wonderful memory. It's fostering trust and openness. And you need trust followed by openness in any sales conversation, so that person can be telling you what's really going on with their thoughts, their life, their experience, and what really their decision is. They might say, yeah, I love it. And then you get to the credit card part and they're like, oh, well, yeah, I love it maybe in like 5 years. Like, you don't want to wait until you got all the documents signed and then find out something's not happening. You want to know that in the moment so you can address it. And humor is one of the most powerful ways to create that icebreaker for selling the ice to Eskimos, or selling sand to the desert dwellers. So the same
Like
things in
us,
going to create
sand
that.
from the sand from
What?
the to the desert dwellers. That's us. We are the desert dwellers.
I'm thinking even more deserty. Do you know Australia's got, I think, the second largest desert in the world?
No, no. Hey, Brain Scott. Your name is Brain, Brain, Scott. I almost read it as Brian, but it's actually Brain. Welcome. Do I call you Brain or do I call you Scott?
Brain.
We're super glad you're here. Welcome.
Yeah.
Feel free.
We love the brain, so we must love you. We love the elements of the brain and how they work. Another thing about humor is it actually eases tension. So,
It eases tension. There's
Yep.
so many health benefits to humor. There's so many reasons why you guys should learn to be funnier. And the thing is that even if you feel like I'm not funny, I don't know how to be funny, I feel awkward being funny, or like I'm just not naturally funny. I wasn't born with funny. Maybe you feel like that, but the reality is it can be learned. This is something that can be learned.
and in actuality, it's not so much learnt as remembered, because every single child, the human brain is actually designed to have creativity, to have imagination, and to have joy. When you remove all the stress in your life, you actually come to a state of natural joy. And it's in that state that you can be funny and happy and creative and imaginative. So a lot of the thing about learning to be funny, you're actually learning how to be funny again, how to remove all those learnt behavior of society that says something's inappropriate, or you're not funny, or you're not intelligent, or this isn't the right time, it's not the right moment, it's not the right whatever. You can, when you learn,
Are you triggered by that? Have you been told that, Jamie? Are you triggered a little bit by being told that it's not the right time for the funny?
More than once. And let me tell you this, I was told, this is a great example. When I was younger, I was told things that you should not do. You should not fight with your friends. You should not climb up things, you'll fall off them. You should not, what else? Roll around on the ground, get in the mud. Anyway,
don't make that face, it'll get stuck that way.
Yeah. Oh, screenshot. So I went on to be an international stunt actor, and everything I was told not to do as a kid, I made hundreds of thousands of dollars doing. Driving, jumping off cliffs, riding a motorbike where I shouldn't, playing with fire. That's the third one. Don't play with fire. I played with fire. I got caught a light on fire. I did a whole lot of stunt shows where I fought with all my friends, three to 5 shows a day. I traveled the world. So it's what you're told not to do as a child. You can create these guide rails that stop you from all your possibility. And humor is one of those things that release it out. Because when you're hanging out with your friends over at their place, and none of this social pressure is happening of how you must appear in public, none of that's there, and you have a fun time. Who has a fun time with their friends, either hanging out at their place or hanging out at some kind of celebratory place? You're hanging out with your friends and you're laughing. You're having fun. You're making jokes. Everyone has funny. How to access your funny, though, there's part of the process that you need to learn. Not only how to access, but how to use it effectively, especially in sales. The master key.
I love that. It really is the master key. Like, humor is the key to all of it, you guys. And like Jamie said, you all have funny because you do it when you're hanging out with your friends and when you're just like relaxed. And if you can turn that on and off, and you can be, it's so funny because we'll have like people, like we'll have people that try to sell us stuff. And even some of the best salespeople that they're in their scripts and they don't know how to improv, and they don't know how to just take it as it comes, right? And so one of our first things that we try to do with every single salesperson, even if we're buying this thing, we did it last weekend at a show we were at. We were planning on buying something. We knocked the guy off of his sales script. We do it on purpose because we want to see how, like, can you recover from that? And how much improv have you had? And how much skill do you have? Because if you don't have the skill to get knocked off your script and be able to improv, you're losing a ton of sales. And this guy, if we hadn't already made the decision to buy, we're like, okay, we're going to buy it regardless of whether he gets knocked off his script or not. Right. Okay. And then we go play, right? Because you really should have that level of ability to be able to go with the flow and go with the conversation and roll with the conversation. And when you do it naturally, it doesn't feel like selling. You never feel like you ever have to sell again. It's just like it's just like sharing coffee with your friend, and you're like just telling your best friend about this thing, and then they just go, okay, well, how do I sign up? I mean, it's literally that simple. It really is like that. And that's how every single sale should be. If it starts to feel like a push and pull and a pull and a tug, guys, you're failing and it's miserable, and no one wants to do it. The salesperson doesn't want to do it, and the person on the other end buying the thing doesn't want to do it either. It doesn't feel good to anyone.
And this is something I've come across many, many times when I've been teaching and coaching, is people feeling that, just like Amy said, they feel that their funny isn't relevant, or they say, oh, I'm just not funny. I'm like, that was hilarious. Oh, you're being serious. So every single person has a sense of humor. And what most people make the mistake is they're observing someone else's humor that they think is phenomenal compared to themselves. They're like, oh, I couldn't do that. No, and don't try to. Be you. Everyone's got a sense of humor. It's influenced by their own personality. Their personality is a creation based on their life experiences and cultural background. You are learning more and more attributes on how to be funny and what you can add as criteria to your funny every day of your life. All these experiences actually make it extremely unique and a personal form of expression. Everyone has that. And so by embracing your individuality and observing what makes you and others laugh, you can cultivate your ability to bring humor into everyday interactions, and especially your sales opportunity. Because remember, right at the beginning, Amy said sales, she's passionate about it. Sales is one of the quickest personal development processes you can do. If you're into personal development, if you're into positive mindset, go do some sales training, because you become very aware of how you are occurring to your environment and what is positive or negative to the outcomes of your environment that you're bringing to every situation. And sales isn't just a, hey, here's my credit card, take my money, give me your lollipop. It's not just that. It's a broader scope. It's influencing someone to change their mind in such a way that they change their behavior. That may be purchasing a product, and it may be changing their behavior in such a way that they have new habits, leaving behind their old habits, bringing in new habits. It may be the 5-year-old eating broccoli for the first time. There's a sales pitch there. And if you can add a little humor, like, oh, I'm a big tree. Boom, who's going to eat the big tree? Jumpy, jumpy, jump. It's a giant grasshopper. He's going to eat the tree. Hunchy munch. You know, you can use humor, playfulness, imagination. And when you do, you become the master of your environment, no matter what arises. You become the master of your environment, no matter what happens. You can float, you can fly, you can change, you can move, regardless of what is presented. And there's a whole lot of ways in which you can do this through the sales process. An immense amount, more than we've got time today. Yet start looking at how you can use humor. Just start looking. And people say that I'm extremely funny, and they're 100% correct. I can't argue with them. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't want to. I mean, that's a good statement. The thing is, I have had humor as my best friend pretty much my whole life, because of circumstances in a childhood where if I didn't bring some fun to my own life, there wasn't any to be seen anywhere. So I learned humor brought joy. And when people are happier around you, your life is safer. Because of that, anytime something funny happened, I created this little filing cabinet of there's a funny moment. Oh, there's a funny moment. And I redraw those moments out in future circumstances that match the humor of that moment that I saw maybe years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I've been doing this for like 30, 40 years. So I've got a huge reservoir of humorous antidotes, moments, or circumstances I can bring to any situation. So do you. You just don't realize. You just haven't unlocked it. Damien says, being funny can be learned. Find the words, sounds, gestures, and phrases that work for you. Then purposely practice being funny. Great. Improv is a really good way for you to practice your funny in also learning spontaneity, memory, creativity, and observation, which is all powerful in the sales process as well.
Yeah, and I've gone ahead and posted. We have an event coming up. We're super excited, and we're going to give you guys the inside track. Let me go post it in the group as well, because what's cool about this is that we have not announced a date yet, but for those that get in now, you're gonna get access to this 24 hours before we release it to the public. So go sign up for it right now for free. And what this is this is basically, you're going to get to experience the transformative power of laughter in a dynamic workshop. It's going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're featuring the comedy greats, Tom Cotter, Carrie Louise, and Craig Gass. Now, these guys have appeared on America's Got Talent. They've been on all of the CBS, NBC, all of them, Sex and the City. Carrie Louise is on Showtime right now. So it's like all of them. But in just an hour and a half, these entertainers are going to unveil the secrets of using humor to make your brand unforgettable and significantly boost your sales. So this is going to be a lot more than a workshop. It's an interactive journey to discovering how laughter can be the most powerful business tool that you have in your toolbox. And you're going to get to ask them direct questions. And so whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or a budding professional, you're going to learn to captivate your audience and leave a lasting impression that translates into tangible business success. So don't miss this opportunity to revolutionize your brand with the magic of humor, and click that link that I just posted below. It's Humor, the Master Key, coming soon, and go sign up now for that, because you're going to get there
is limited seating. So before it completely fills up with everyone from the public, you folks here will get the first opportunity to know that it's actually happening. Yeah. So this will get you, first opportunity to jump on in, which is it's not to be missed. We've had the pleasure of working with these 3 comedians, and they never stop surprising us with what's possible and how creative the humorous mind can see situations. Just imagine every moment in your life when things go wrong, you're not looking at it as a problem. You're looking at, oh, there's something funny here. Where is it? You're searching for the funny in the moment while still achieving your goals and objective. The health benefits of that subtle change in how you see the world is huge.
It is. And it's my favorite business chat that we're in. It's really funny. The other day, like a week ago, I go, they were cracking jokes because they're comedians. So they're in there cracking jokes in our text chat. And I go, oh my gosh, this is my absolute favorite text chat. This is by far my favorite business text chat that is on my phone right now. And Carrie Louise writes back, see, and that's the importance of having humor in the workplace. Because it's one I show up for, and it's one I enjoy. And when you enjoy your work, and when you're having humor at it, and when other people at your workplace are having fun, they want to be there. They want to do the work for you. They want to show up. So you're going to get higher productivity from people. You're going to get sales easier. Like, there's just so many flipping reasons to do this, guys, and to be funny.
You just actually mentioned Carrie and her saying that's actually one of the key elements with humor if you're in any form of team. Now, if you're just by yourself, you're still in a team because there's you and your subconscious and your reticular activation system that's actually paying attention to what you're saying is relevant to you, but it actually improves that team morale. So team morale is improved greatly through humor in the workplace. It's not only effective with one-on-one clients, but also with your whole sales team, your whole business group. It fosters that like that positive work environment, encourages creativity. The brain opens up with imagination and boosts team spirit. So sick days and everything else disappear. People show up for your sales meeting or your business meetings early, not just on time and not calling in sick. They don't want to miss this moment because they see the chemical change in the body. They feel it with that reduction of cortisol in the increase of dopamine and serotonin and oxytocin are all created through the laughter experience. Happy sales teams, they're more motivated, they're more effective.
Way more motivated.
And the ultimate outcome is more sales. Happy sales.
Yeah. And not every salesperson, most of us are motivated by money, but not all of us are. I mean, I'm motivated by the money, and I also want humor. I want it to be fun, right? So, hey, also, if you would like to join Jace Souter and learn more to work with him, because he teaches a lot of this stuff as well, you guys can jump on our calendar. I'm posting the calendar in the link. Feel free to jump on our calendar. Jamie or I can kind of take a look at your funnels and see where you might be leaking some money through your sales process, give you a little bit of a deep dive and see if you want to work closer with Jace. So awesome. So, man, thank you guys so much for joining us today. What an amazing day. Now, there's one thing, and we've been saying this for the longest time. This not only can help make the world a better place, but it can make you a better person and give you these skills we're teaching you. Jamie, you want to go into that a little bit?
I love this. It's so simple, folks. Share a smile. That's it. Share a smile. Do that consistency. Look at the way in which you travel through your life and everyone you meet. See if you can make them smile and start with your own smile first. It makes a huge difference. So when you're out and about, share a smile with a stranger. And if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
1, 2, 3, 4. Money there, no fuss, just flow. Aim at Jamie's hunters run the show. No pressure, just profits. Young ninja touch, we get rid of it. Gain confidence for your benefits. Creativity is key, let's work to it.